Okay, well, hello. My name is Gabe Strom. All of you Amazon FBA sellers out there, I know you're busy hustling in Q4, so we wanted to create a real quick tip on some great ways to source products for Amazon FBA to feed the beast, as they say here in Q4. So I'm Gabe Strom from Chicago, Illinois. I'm joined by my partner, Zach Young. A lot of you guys know Zach. Sold over $225,000 in net profit last year, and specifically in Q4 had a $75,000 net profit in a 30-day window this time last year. So this guy knows what he's talking about. Zach, we got a 5-minute quick tip video. You ready to rock this?
Yeah, man, let's do it.
Cool.
All right.
Well, let me ask you this question, Zach, because we get asked this probably more than anything else on YouTube is how can I source high quality products for Amazon here in Q4? So what kind of stuff were you doing last year to source some of the inventory that you found?
Yeah, well, I had a friend. You can do one of two things. I had a friend that was going out doing retail arbitrage for me, but what he did is, like, you get the Black Friday ads, right? So you look at all the ad flyers from Walmart, Target, Kohl's, Sears, all the big time retailers, right? They're all going to have their ads, and they're going to show you the best products, the doorbusters, everything that's going to be on sale. Like, that's the hook that they're trying to bring you in. It's stuff that normally would sell retail for 40 or 50 bucks. They're going to be selling it for $10 at the door for, the first 100 people that show up, or whatever, right? They got all sorts of crazy deals going on. So what I love the best about the season game is people can make a lot of money on clearance stuff that's like was last season. You can still sell that stuff really good on Amazon. But like, we're talking about like the hottest trending items right now, items that rank great on Amazon, selling ton of volume, ton of units selling per day. Like, these are the items that you can get. And we've seen deals to where, it's selling on Amazon 20, 30 bucks, and you're buying it for 10 or 15 bucks, at Walmart or stores like that. So really what you want to do, if you're doing this on your own, and then you can also form a team and kind of delegate, like, the reason you'd want to delegate, if you have the ability to do this, like, give everybody that you trust, make sure you trust them, like a credit card or cash or whatever, to go to certain stores. You're going to get the Walmart ad flyer. You go through, you find all the items that have a discrepancy between that item in Walmart and that item on Amazon. So you find a hot item, it's on for 10 on Black Friday at Walmart, and you see normally it sells for $30 on Amazon. So you're going to circle that item, and then you just kind of go through the flyer, and you do that with all the different items, right? And then you do that for the other retail stores, and then you kind of get a strategy together. If you're going solo, then you're just going to, like, map out, even like on just a plain piece of paper, old school, at Walmart at 6 a.m., 5 a.m., whatever, or sometimes Thursday night, if you want to go out on Thanksgiving. I know some of them are opening up then. You're going to do, like, hit Walmart first at this time, and then Target second. And then, like, you have a list of, these are the items I'm going in for specifically. That way you're in, you're out, exactly what you're getting, and you aren't getting caught in the hustle and bustle with, people that are like us, reselling on Amazon, in there scanning everything, just kind of going through, trying to find what's for sale. Like, you're going in and right out with a plan. So you want to do that for retail arbitrage, and then you want to do that for online arbitrage too. So there's going to be Cyber Monday coming up right after Black Friday. And, some sites will have, like, the hourly deals, to where they're rolling out a new deal every hour. So same thing. If you can get previews, you can go to Google, type in Walmart online Cyber Monday deals, or just keywords for all the big time online retailers. And some people even do, like, Amazon to Amazon flips. That's a whole nother topic, Gabe. We don't have time to go into that now, but they roll out deals like that too, on the hour, and special, really awesome stuff that you can go back and resell. So that's what I would do, Gabe, if I was in our viewers' shoes. And I think they can absolutely crush it. This is one of the things I did last year to make my 75K net profit in a 30-day window. Had that one method and strategy working for me as well. So
yeah. Awesome. Oops, I hear a little bit of echo here. I'm going to turn the volume down. So let me clarify, the strategy is to get all the flyers. If you're doing retail arbitrage, go through the deals. I'm going to ask you real quick. We share all the stuff in our top secret Facebook group, all the strategies on how to analyze stuff. That's a whole nother topic. I'll just say for that video. To advance real quickly, how are you analyzing just on a high level? I know this is 30,000 foot view. It's the last question for this video. And if someone wants to get more information about joining the group, we'll put a link for that below this video as well. But when you're looking at these deals, you got a flyer from Walmart, you got a flyer from Target, from Kohl's, from whatever. How do you know what's a good deal and how do you know what's a bust? What are you looking for?
Yeah. Well, you want at least a 2 to 3 time markup, right? If you don't know, you can do an FBA, the FBA calculator. You can Google that. That'll pull it up. That kind of helps you see how much profit you're going to be clearing from Amazon after the item sells. Roughly, if you're just going through a quick, look-see, I usually do like a 30% commission that I'm going to be paying to Amazon, to FBA, et cetera. That might be a little higher. People think it's closer to 25, 27. So that would mean I know if I can sell it on Amazon for 30, I take that times 30%. Quick math tells me that's $9. So that means I'm going to clear $21. So I want to make sure I'm getting it, obviously, for under 21. If I can get it, usually the sweet spot is if you can do a 2 to 3 time markup. So if I could get that item for $10 to $15, that means I'll clear between $5 to I think $11 profit. Per unit. So that's the first thing you're looking at. You want to make sure the price discrepancy is there. Second, you're out like in stores, or you can even, use your phone, the Amazon seller app. You want to make sure that it's not a restricted item. Like some of the Star Wars Episode 7 stuff's going to be restricted unless you get, authorized in that category. And there's other, toys and things like that you want to make sure you're not restricted. So that's important. But on items like that, if you're, I know we're talking Amazon FBA because it's night and day from eBay, but you still, a lot of stuff you can sell on eBay that won't be restricted and stuff, because we're talking about price discrepancies and you making money. That's what it's about. So I would do that, Gabe. And then also, we're going to have a rank chart coming out soon, but I'd say if people can stay in the top 1 to 5 to 10% of the rank in that category, that just basically means that those are the top selling items in that category on Amazon, like within the top 1, 5, 10% out of a scale of 1 to 100%. That means that those are selling much faster than items that are in the top 20% or 30%. So those are some little things I would look at, quickly when you're out and about, going at it.
Okay, cool. Well, that's a good tip. So summary here, you mentioned 2 to 3 times markup. So if you're finding a $10 item, it should be selling for 20 to 30. You can use the FBA calculator, and we did a video on that. I'll link to that below as well to explain how to use the calculator. But a rule of thumb ballpark, you're being probably generous with this, but 30% you're estimating for Amazon. So that's your Amazon fees. And then check it's not restricted. Now, you mentioned the Amazon Seller app. That's the free app that comes with your Amazon Pro account. It's currently a black app. You can see it there on the right. That will tell you, if you use that app and scan, it'll tell you if it's restricted or if you can be gated in that category. So make sure you're checking on that app. And then the rank was the last thing you mentioned. And you mentioned the rank of top 1% is obviously the best case scenario. Top 5% would be kind of good. Even top 10% stuff you've seen sell. I know a lot of sellers, we have this discussion a lot, Zach. A lot of sellers are only looking for the top 1%, and they leave all those great deals in the top 5 and 10% that people like you and me, sellers like us, are going and scooping up that we're okay hanging on to. So yeah. Great.
And that's another topic. We're going to hit that in the future, Gabe, because rank can be deceiving. Just real quick, think about this, all you big, it's got to be rank. Got to have rank people. You can get an item that's like in the top 1%. Say it's the top 100, right? But what if you're only making like $2 per unit and there's like 100 sellers on it? It's saturated with a ton of competition. You have low margins, and you might make one sell every few days because there's so many sellers on it. So would you rather have an amazing rank item, or would you rather have something in the top 10% that you're selling one per day and you're making like $20 per unit? So rank's not the only thing to factor into the equation. And we'll go into more depth in that in the future, but that's very, very important.
Cool, man. Well, good tips. Appreciate your wisdom. I mean, you're the man with the master plan. You've done this. Experience speaks volumes. My first Q4, so I'm excited to see this stuff moving off the shelf. But thanks for that, Zach. If you guys want to learn more about Zach's top secret Amazon group, we'll have a link below. Special NDA process, all that jazz is down there below. Any closing words, Zach? We ready to wrap up?
No, just it's a great time of the year. Happy holidays, Thanksgiving, Hanukkah to everyone, depending on what your belief system is. But, we're just thankful that you came, you hang out, you're a subscriber, you like watching us. We love sharing with you. And, we just love hanging out with you on YouTube. You can post comments below too. Real people, and I personally will respond to you. And then for people in our group, Gabe, just today, like, someone else made their first sell, and they're just telling us how thankful they are. So whether you're newer, I've had people ask me, hey, is your group okay for brand new people? Yes. Or veteran experienced sellers. We have some expert sellers in our group, Gabe, that are selling over $1 million a year on Amazon, and they get benefit out of the group too. So we have a place for everyone. We'd love to have you and to help you in the Amazon selling journey. So thanks for watching.
Awesome, guys. Good point, Zach. If you guys have other questions for Zach, myself, or other coaches in our group, the experts in our group, leave your questions below. Find the info for the group below. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody, in advance. Eat lots of turkey. If you're watching this video afterwards, you can still eat lots of turkey. It's all good. So be blessed, guys. We'll talk to you soon.
Thanks.